So in this, the verse, the Bhaashyam of the verse number 115. So there is this word Vakshamanam Visheshanam. I think there is a printing mistake in this triple space thing. The Visheshanam should be Visheshanam, right? The na should be full na.
Oh, correct. You are correct. So Vaidya is talking about the third line of the Bhaashyam of your PDF printout, where it says Visheshnam. I don't even know how to pronounce this. You can't even pronounce it because there is no vowel following that. So it must be Nam. Make sure it is a big, complete Na, not half the Na.
And here, so Vakshamana is going to be told. Visheshanam means here some special or something like that, right?
Yeah, definition. It's going to
Definition.
be some new word is introduced. You have to tell me what it is. And
So
so that
Visheshanam is
definition,
definition here.
Visheshanam here is definition, will be qualified, will be explained, explanation, definition, description, all those things you can say.
Okay. To be told, yeah, okay. To be told definition, okay. And then Jaykumarji, the word Nanu, which is there in the Bhaashyam for, just what we started with the Akshepaha. What does Nanu itself mean?
Nano is a particle. Again, it can mean many things, many contexts.
Oh, it's a part, okay.
Particles end up having all kinds of meanings based on context. But here in our tradition, Nanu, on the other hand, but something, you can give any meaning to that. Any meaning which suits our context.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if I can bring an objection to your notice.
Right.
Yeah. However, with whatever word suits you, your understanding.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. And yeah, and then this last word in the Bhaashyam of the previous verse 115, avidyaya apaya evahi para praptihi na arthantaram. So that na arthantaram means no other meaning.
Correct.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
Correct. Antaram. When the word is followed by the word antaram, because it's a karmantaram, na karmantaram. There is no other way you can accomplish this, my dear friend. This karma that I told you, that particular thing I told you, only you can accomplish. Karmantaram nasti. Okay. So, they use the word antaram to say nothing other than that. So, other than meaning. This meaning only it can have. There can't be any other meaning. Antaram.
Thank you, Jaykumarji.
Another word Shankara uses somewhere. It's called Janmantaram. Janmantaram. Hey, how come this child is so good in music? By the time the child is 3 years old, the child knows so many 40 ragas. This is not some bonus or something like that. God decided that he gets it. No. Janmantare yatnaha kritaha. Means what? Janmantare. In the past, other janmas. This janmas is past janmas only in this case. Janmantare. Janmantareshu. It's all done. The effort was put in the previous janma. That's the meaning. Janmantare.
Janmandare.
Yeah. That's what it is. So Arthanta, very popular usage. Yeah. Thank you. Prasad, go ahead. Yeah.
So I have two questions. The first one is when Niruktam is Nigantu, what is the meaning when you said long back and when while studying Bhagavad Gita, the Shad Vikaravad, which is part of Yaska's Niruktam, because they are like words, right? But then this is about talking about Vedanta, where is a change. When you talk about Asti Jayate, Viparinamate, Pakshiyate, and Vinashyati. So it's Yaskyas, you said, right? So how is that linked there? Nigantu, just words versus something, a matter, concept about change.
Okay, so I didn't follow your question.
Yeah. So when Niruktam is Nigantu, so I would look at like a dictionary, right? Dictionary
Yeah.
of words. But this is something concept, like the change, which is the five, the six of them, the Asti Jayate. So a change in something, right? This is a body changes happening in those. So it is a concept given. Like putting together all six as a concept, how it is there in the Niruktam. So because it is Yaska's Niruktam you referred.
Yeah. Yaska, correct. Yaska's Niruktam is there. How it is there means what?
Because this is like when you're reading Vedanta, then it is explained in some Bhaashyam, right? If I open the dictionary, I would look into the roots and its different words. That's all I see. But all this coming together as a concept, which is derived, which is explaining us a change happening in this way. You see?
Yeah. No, it is.
I would see it in a different Sastra rather than in the Yaska's Niruktam. That's what I am thinking.
Right. No, you don't look at it as a dictionary.
Okay.
You don't look at it. I've not heard it as a dictionary. I've seen the book long ago, but there is prose in it. There's prose. And so, so that's why we say like that.
Okay, that's what I want to clear.
So, Prasad's question, many of you may not understand. See, this Asti Jayate Vardate Viparinamate Vipakshiyate Vinashyati is attributed to a person called Yaska Muni. And Yaska is the author of this Niruktam. So Prasad is asking, if Niruktam is a dictionary, how can Yaska say something like that in a dictionary like that? He's asking. So yeah, these are not dictionaries; they are treatises, and so we should not be surprised by it.
Right, thank you. Got it. The second question is when we talk about Adhigamyate and Praptyardatvat, now it is equal now, but Adhigamyate is within the context of Apara, where the mind, the knowledge is related to the mind. Transcending the mind is what is Akshara. So, in other words, it is intellect. I'm just thinking is as intellect because its knowledge is related to mind, which gives me the knowledge, which is understood as in intellect. The other one is it becomes reality in my life because it's I realized it. So to put it in English, realization. It is transcending the mind. But here now they're becoming equal. So just wanted to clarify.
Here, knowing is becoming equal to gaining.
Yeah.
But Brahma is transcending the mind, you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suppose you just said transcending the mind. Do you want there are about 19 people here. Do you want them to understand what you just said? Transcending the mind? Is it a phrase that we all should understand?
Because we read Bhagavad Gita and other things, yes, then everybody understand, I think.
So to understand the phrase transcending the mind is needed only. Without the mind, I can't understand transcending the mind.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So before transcending the mind, it is the mind. The moment transcending our mind is not there. The mind is absent. Right?
No, transcending the mind. You just said transcending the mind, and we are all shaking our heads. Yeah, transcending the mind like that. I think we have understood transcending the mind. With the mind only, you can understand transcending the mind, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty, Prasad. That is the beauty. So we never transcending the mind does not mean destroying the mind. Please don't destroy the mind. This is, the Adhisthana Devata, Chandra Bhagavan will be worried. What kind of people these people are? They're destroying minds and all that. We struggled hard. Bhagavan Brahmaji struggled hard to put a mind in our heads. So keep that mind with you. Yeah, so that's a beauty. Yeah, that's a beauty. Just mind is not I. I transcends the mind. Only the mind can understand that I transcends the mind. The mind is not, but the mind will not reject it. Who are you to say that Atma transcends me? Like that, the mind won't say. Why? Because mind is beautiful. It can think of anything. Okay? So, yeah, so your point is well taken. But knowledge has no barriers. Knowledge has no barriers. And the mind can handle anything. Mind can handle anything. It says the mind cannot objectify Atma. There is no word that can point to Atma. There is no word that can point to Atma. Even the word Atma doesn't point to Atma. Suppose I say, Atma is a word. What I understand by Atma is what makes a difference. Otherwise, Atma is just a word. It is pointing at certain things. That's why the whole Shastram is on negating. Nirgunam, Avyaktam. Everything, the prefix A and Nir keeps on coming everywhere. Ashabdam, Asparsham, Arupam. Okay. Achintyam. Recently we saw Achintyam in our Kaivalya Upanishad. So, correct. So that's the reason. That's the reason. That is why in fact, that's a perfect situation where knowledge is equal to gaining. That is the only situation. Yeah. For nothing else, you can say this. And this example of glasses we give. To say that, knowing is achieving. Knowing is achieving. I think achieving is also a good word. Knowing is achieving. That's it.
Consciousness knowing the consciousness. I remember long back we discussed, I asked this question in another way. So it's basically the consciousness knowing the consciousness, right, finally. But we don't say that. We don't say that.
No, which is not true. Which is not true. Consciousness need not know and cannot know. So that's why mind is needed. Only the mind can know that I am fundamentally consciousness. Nirgunam consciousness, that too. And so only the mind can do all these things. So,
the I notion is gone.
Correct. Thank you, Prasad.
Thank you.
They use the word manonasha to misinterpret it to kill the mind.
Hemavati ji.
That adhigamana is adhigamana is also avagamana. Same.
Yeah, Prema is. I'm unmuting you, Prema ji, because there is some radio voice coming from there. Yeah, 1 minute. Tell me, Hema ji.
So I can talk now. Okay. Adhigamana, avagamana are same. Avagamyati.
Yes.
Okay.
Same meaning. Avagamanam also same.
Because I will keep on being asked in the class, avagamyateva, like the teacher keeps on asking. No? Okay. And this Bhaashyamana is karmani shanach, no? Like karishyamana. When we do the sankalpa mandala, karishyamana karmani, like that we say. The same thing.
Same thing.
Okay.
Drit lakara. Drit. Karmani shanach.
Karmani shanach. Ataga shanach. Thank you.
Prema ji.
Guruji, when Prasadji is saying transcending the mind, I understand going beyond the mind, but obtaining knowledge, and those two somehow there is a link missing in my mind. How do you connect it?
Yeah, the term going beyond the mind is a wrong usage, really speaking. I never say that. If you carefully listen to my talks since 7-8 years, I never say going beyond the mind. There's no need to go anywhere. We are talking about Atma, which sustains the mind. Atma is not mind, but mind is Atma. Only this mind can understand that. Pot is clay, but clay is not pot. Suppose I say. We all understand that statement. Pot is clay. Why pot is clay? Because this is what I call pot, and all I see is clay only. There's nothing other than clay here. Therefore, pot is clay. But clay is not pot, suppose I say. If clay was pot, then wherever I see clay, there must be pot. That is also not true. That is also not true, because there's a flower vase. People don't call it a pot. Okay. So many clay objects are there. There is with the kitchen, there are some clay objects which are not pots. Some of them are pots. They are not of the shape, but something else. So clay can take any form. Therefore, pot is clay, clay is not pot. If I say, am I transcending pot? There is no transcending nothing. Transcending is only in your vision. In your vision. In your vision, you are now able to see clay. Suddenly you see clay and nothing but clay. People say you have transcended pot. You have transcended pot. People say, well, the transcending is only in your understanding. So this going beyond is a bit dangerous word. I don't use it at all. People will say you have to go beyond pot to see clay. Tell me how far, how much distance you have to go beyond pot to see clay.
Not much.
No distance. No distance. There's no distance between pot and clay. So what is this beyond? Because beyond word is a dangerous word, I'm saying. In Vedanta, it is a dangerous word. To get out of the conditioning of beyond is what Vedanta is all about. We have read too many books with beyond. And Anyatra Dharmat also, what is beyond dharma and beyond adharma? I don't like to use the word beyond. Because dharma is Atma, Atma is not dharma, if I say. Can you accept that statement? Yeah, correct. So, beyond means what? Beyond means only distance comes to our mind. Hey, all pervasive Brahma is not beyond anything. It is there everywhere. You don't have to go beyond to see Brahma, to appreciate Brahma. There's no beyond at all. Beyond, if at all we say cognitively, you go beyond the movement of the sun to see that the sun does not move. If I say, sun is stationary, but you're still seeing the sun moving. If I say, go beyond the movement, somebody can say, go beyond. Means what? Understand that the sun does not move. That's all it means. Understand, better understand it. Then why is the sun moving? That's how it is. Perception is like that. Something that is stationary appears to be moving, like in the railway station. Platform is moving. So that's what. So the beyond word, we have to be very careful. There is only beyond we talk about is understanding. Understand a fact, which is not subject to dharma, which is not subject to cause and effect, which is not subject to birth and death. Right? That understanding is going beyond.
The transcendence and immanence is both defined, right? So that's, though we use English words, but in Sanskrit, in Sastra, right? The immanence and transcendence both are used, in that sense.
Yeah.
How do you...
Immanence and transcendence, they use these words. Immanence, imminent. See, what is the meaning of imminent? No, not imminent, immanent. Sorry. That's it. Immanence and transcendence.
Right. Yeah, immanent. Yeah. Through and through.
Yeah, immanence and transcendence. It is very much there everywhere, but yet it transcends everything. So yeah, I don't use those words, but sometimes they use those.
It's like seeing. It's like seeing a 3D picture from different views. It gives a different ideas.
Now Ramoji is giving more ideas. Already we are confused. Now one more idea is giving. Good. So that's the idea. Beyond means we'll be careful. It's all cognitive, completely cognitive. Thank you, Prasad. Swapna.
Namaste. The word apayaha, so it is, the actual word is ayaha, and the upasarga is apa.
I dhatu. I dhatu.
I
and
dhatu.
apa. I
So
and
aya means link? No. What did he say
I
about
to
aya?
go. I gatau. I is in the sense of going.
Oh, going. But
Going.
it is aya, right? A and ya.
Apayaha. Correct. Apayaha.
And I is A and I.
No. Akara. Sorry. And ya. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Akaraha. Yakaraha. That is a
Akara,
dhatu.
yakara, that is the dhatu. Okay.
What is that? I gatau.
Okay. Okay, dhanyawada.
Yeah.
Guruji, I have a question, please.
Yes.
I'm going back a little to 1.1.4. And in that,
1 minute. Who's okay? There's
Hema.
yeah, go ahead.
In 1.1.4, if we come down to the fourth line in my PDF, it says Kete ityaha paracha paramatma vidya aparacha dharma sadhana tatfala vishaya.
Yeah.
Okay. You said it was a Mahavakyam. Could I clarify, please?
Yeah. So if I use the word Mahavakyam there, my guess is that word Paramatma itself indicates a Mahavakyam. That is what I was intending.
Okay.
That's what I was intending. Yeah. Because Atma is me. Okay.
Right.
Paramatma is Bhagavan. Both have the word Atma in them.
Okay.
In that sense, I was alluding to a Mahavakyam.
Okay.
Atma is Paramatma. Means it is Mahavakyam. If you say Atma is Paramatma, then it is called Mahavakyam.
Okay.
Only to that extent I must have mentioned.
Okay. And in today's Nanu Rigveda Vedadi Bahya, in that sentence, I just want a clarification of that. I mean, the meaning of that whole sentence. You said, how can it be Paravidya, which is actually, Paravidya is Moksha Sadhanam, and he is referring to this as Paravidya.
Yeah, so he's saying, how can something that is outside the Vedas be qualified to be called Paravidya? Okay. Paravidya itself, you have included Veda. And now Paravidya is outside the Veda. At least if you tell me Paravidya is some portion of the Veda, if you say, I can appreciate that. There's a big portion of the Veda which is Aparavidya, and so some other portion of the Veda is Paravidya. If you say, I can appreciate that. Because it's all part of the Veda. But you're saying something outside the Veda is Paravidya. That is not acceptable. In a Vedic culture, Veda is the guide. She is the guide for all of us, Veda Mata. And you are telling something told by outside Veda means something told by somebody else. Correct? Can that be called Paravidya? How can somebody give me moksha? Not possible.
Thank you.
Veda Bhashya. So it is called what? What do you say? Rig Vedadi Bhashya.
Bhashya,
That
outside the
which
Vedas.
is outside the Rig Veda, etc. Means all the 4 Vedas. Sa katam paravidya syat. How can that be paravidya? On top of that, moksha sadhanam. Okay, moksha sadhanam cha. So he's
Paravidya
at,
is the one which is moksha sadhana.
and you're saying paravidya is moksha sadhanam. He didn't say yet. Yet, he did not say it yet, but he's going to say it later. Moksha sadhanam. Because so far in the mantras, I don't think he did not say it, right? Only vidya veditavya he said. Only the question, Shaunaka's question we have. Kasminnu bhagavo vijnate. So that moksha sadhanam has not come yet. But Shankara is, that Purva Pakshi is arguing like that. How can you say something outside Veda is what we should study to get moksha?
Clear. Thank you.
Yeah.
Guruji, I have a question. You say that obtaining, knowing knowledge is obtaining knowledge. Is it because it is praptasya prapti, or just removal of ignorance is what gives you knowledge, right? But there is effort needed for removing the ignorance. How, you're saying, like, I can understand when you say knowing is obtaining because it is praptasya prapti. But effort is needed to remove the ignorance. Like for praptasya prapti, you don't need any effort. All you need to, knowing is obtaining works there, right? But if we look at the entire process, there is also a process of removing the ignorance, which takes effort.
Like our Kuchu, he put in a lot of effort to find out his glasses. And a lot of anxiety came along with it. A lot of stress and strain was there. Yeah. Yes. Who says we should not put effort? Yes. Effort is required. Yeah. Guru Pasadanam Samasadhyadaya Asandum Gurum Brahma Viduttamam, something like that we saw in Viveka Chudamani, I think. Anyway, yeah, you're right. Praptasya Prapti, you answered your question. That's right. Because it is Praptasya Prapti.
Thank you.
Very good. Good observation. Effort is needed, but knowledge is not a result of effort. Also, we will come. Veda will constantly challenge us. Correct?
Yeah.
Knowledge is a result of removal of ignorance. That's it.
Okay.
Whatever you have to do that, you do it. Chitta Shuddhi is there. In fact, we will say that entire process we are going through is a process of gaining Chitta Shuddhi. Chitta Shuddhi. Because if the Chitta Shuddhi is there, the truth should shine. And that's it. I've understood it. Everything else is just...
It's like a pramanam. It will work. If there is Chitta Shuddhi, the pramanam is there, it will work.
Correct.
It's like seeing something when the eyes are open and the object is there.
That's it. That's it. No effort is needed to see. You have to just operate the pramanam.
Vijay Swamiji has also says like that. You cannot but see.
You cannot but see. Thank you. Pause with that.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank
you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Tanmantaraye Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Dhanyawada.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Guruji. Sorry, I missed last evening's meeting.